Well, hello, I'm Dr. Larry Carnes, and welcome to Spotlight TV. We're excited to have you join us today, and we have a very special guest with us who's going to share with us this exciting and powerful book that she's written, Silhouettes of Time. It's a creative writing, and you're going to be thrilled. Well, hello, Maya. How are you today?
I'm fine. Same to you. How are you?
I'm doing well, and I should put the doctor in front of your name because I'm amazed as I look and see that not only do you have degrees in internal medicine, but an oncologist also, and so very well, so versed and so educated. And then I see that you got into writing these books with creative writing. Introduce yourself to our audience and then introduce us to this awesome book that you've written.
Thank you very much. I am Maya. You see what you see is I am, but to tell you my full name is Maya Mitra Das, and I just was being trained in India, England, and United States, and got my degree of MD and PhD. And then I came to United States in 1973 and finished my training in Downstate Medical Center, Kings County Hospital in New York. And then I did 2 fellowship, one in UCLA Medical Center with hematology and oncology, and another one in UCSF in San Francisco. And my field of work is not only hematology and oncology, and I'm very proud of I served the sickle cell children, I took care of them, and I have written numerous scientific paper on them. And that was, I'm very proud of serving the sickle cell children. And then we got something which is being in Oakland Children's Hospital, which is Oakland Children's Hospital is it's ECSF, Benny Hoff Medical Center at Oakland. So we are very proud that, we just decided a protocol of sickle cell anemia where, the pneumonia-like symptoms was every year the sickle cell children have, but we found out it is actually not only the pneumonia infection, but there is something else. And we had a protocol, and is being followed by all over United States. So I could help that project, and I'm very proud of it.
That's awesome, and you should be proud. Share with our audience, tell to them about this fascinating book that you've written and the journey that you have in there.
Oh, actually, this Silhouettes of Time is my history of my family. The history which the ordinary people like my family suffered and continued to suffer when the rulers, forced them to go under their suffering. And still they are the fight of their suffering and to take the British out of their country. They fight for the independence of India. So that is the story. It is the real story. It is the story of the very ordinary people, who did extraordinary things. And I'm just wanted to tell the people of the world that this is the story. It is a true story. It is my family's story.
I noticed in there when I was reading about hands being bound and feet being tied and things of that nature. And sometimes we read books like this and we don't really connect the actual experiences that people live with that. So talk to us a little bit more about this. It's a fascinating book.
Yes. Do you want me to read an excerpt from from the story of my, story. It's a real fact of my great grandma, her struggle against the British people.
If you would like to, yes, please.
Okay. British India. The clothes from Manchester Mill in England overflowed the market in India, threatening the value of Indian goods which were banned. Great Grandma Rama took a huge risk, leading the charge of women in the procession in the town square to build the imported clothes from Manchester. They came to the town square and started burning the clothes. British police randomly charged them with their batons. Mounted police tried to disperse them. One by one, the women fell on the ground as their blood stained the road. Rama fell on the ground, holding her national flag high. She shouted despite of the agony, "British, quit India. Bande Mataram, glory to our mother India." All the women shouted, "Bande Mataram."
Wow. Now that's powerful. I could even hear in your voice as you read that, how it impacts and the feeling that you wrote into that. And so you're actually sharing the real life experiences. Did you say your grandmother?
Great grandmother.
Great grandmother. Wow. Then that's powerful. So give us a little bit more insights into that and what inspired you to write this book.
Oh, actually, it is another story. I was attending. I love music because my son is in music. So I was auditing a class with the graduate student of music with a special permission from professor. And the professor was teaching Chopin's ballad. So after he explained and analyzed the pieces, the whole class was very emotional. So the professor said, "Now go and write a story. If you have a story, write it or make up a story." So I wrote the stories was inside me. So when he told me to write, I said, "Can I? I am just auditing." He said, "Yes, of course, you go ahead." So I wrote a story which is in a short form, came out, and that was the first story of Silhouettes of Time. He was so excited. He was looking the music sentences in my description and everything. And then he said he was very inspired and asked all the people to come and, ask me to read it again, the story. So that's why the first story started.
You were auditing and you end up from auditing to becoming a writer. That is so powerful, powerful, powerful. It's a fascinating journey. What are some other key points? We have about 3 minutes left. What are some other key points in the book that you would like for those who are going to read the book to really focus in on?
My intention is that I am telling the history of India and telling the history of India as a story. I'm telling the story. Through the story, I'm telling the history. And I want them to take this as an inspiration that in spite of the suffering, and they didn't have anything, they were fighting against the whole British Empire. They were ordinary people. How through the suffering, they reach with the determination and courage, with the goal, they reached what they wanted to. So that's the point and the inspiration I want to take from this story to the readers.
That is so powerful. In spite of the challenges, in spite of the struggles and the opposition, that you can persevere and be victorious. That's a powerful and encouraging message that you're sharing with the audience. That is so, so powerful. What would you say would be one or two keys to being able to persevere and endure those challenges?
Well, you have to have your determination, and you have to have some aspiration, which is kind of spiritual, actually, to get there. That this is my goal, and this is what I see. Without this, I cannot live my life. If I don't do this, that I cannot live. What I am going to explain to me at the end of my life that I didn't do it, which I had before.
Wow, purpose and destiny. That is so powerful, so awesome. You have to be determined. You have to have a dream. You have to have a vision. Then you have to persevere and push through to fulfill that. So with the little time that we have left, take about a minute and a half to share your contact information with the people, how they can get access to your book. Do you do speaking engagements? Are there any demands for you to come and share the book? Take about a minute and a half and share that with our audience.
I have a website, which is www.authormayamitra.com, and there are books available in my website and also in Amazon. And then the Looking Glass bookstore, they are trying to help me also do the book. So that one thing. And then they can get, personally, they can call me and ask me about the book myself also. That is also, but through my website, they can get all this information.
That is so powerful. So through the website, and then of course it's on Amazon. I saw it on Amazon where it's posted and listed there to where people can gain access to the book. I want to thank you so much. And you're just so encouraging and how you're sharing this story. It's a real life story of how you have to persevere through the challenging times, persevere through those things that may seem like you can't get over it, but with courage. I heard you talk about courage, that you can get over it. Tell our viewing audience, once again, take about 30 seconds and give us a point to leave with.
The point is that just take your dream, and with your determination, you go ahead and just persevere and go ahead. And that dream should be true when you do that with your, aspiration and your perseverance, that will reach the goal. And I see that there will be hardship and suffering on the way, but you have to rise above all those and get on what you want to.
That is so powerful. That is so encouraging. Have a dream, speak life to your dream, persevere, be encouraged. There will be challenges. There may be some hardships, but you have to stand and persevere through the challenges and the hardships. That is so encouraging. Thank you for just giving us the opportunity to have insights, to letting us inside this awesome autobiography, if you will, of your great-grandmother and how she persevered and how India persevered through those challenges and those things that they were facing. We thank you so much. Silhouettes of Time. It's a creative writing that you're just going to be, if you get this book, you're going to be captivated by the intense details and the honesty that's shared by this prolific writer. Thank you so much for being with us, and we are excited. Thank you, and have a great day.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate your time, and it was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and make sure to join us again next time for Spotlight TV.
Thank you. Thank you.